ShredMentor Challenge of the Day, number 188. Once again, you're going to need a 7-string for this one. This is actually a pattern that I've actually used in the solo for Octatonic Monoliths of Wrath. Although I didn't use the entire thing I'm about to play today, I'm just going to kind of borrow one of my own licks and actually show you something pretty interesting. You're welcome to use this in your solos as well. I think it's really useful. I'll go ahead and play it, and then we'll break it down. Alright, so the first part is the one that I used in my song Monoliths of Wrath, the very end of the song. The pattern that I'm going to show you today is really the part that I used in both of this solo and that one as well. I find this really useful because it's a little bit of a hybrid mix of harmonic minor and natural minor. The difference between those two scales being where the 7th note is. So I'm actually just using both 7ths. I'm using the raised 7 of harmonic minor as well as the original flat 7 of the minor scale. And it's a really convenient pattern, especially on those first couple of strings. I'm descending straight down from the 6th of the scale. I'm in B flat minor today, by the way, because I did keep the key the same as in the solo in Monoliths of Wrath. But anyway, I'm basically just descending, and it's all 8-beat 16th note patterns. So 1 E and 2 E slide, and that kind of puts you at a new place where you're out of 3 notes per string. Even though I slid to a 4th note, you're kind of at a new position in the scale. So I'm basically going to be at the 2 of the scale now, and I'm going to descend kind of in the same way, but this is the 2, 1, raised 7, flat 7, 6, 5, slide down, 4, 5. So we're basically doing a hexachord, slide down 1 note in the scale, and come back up, and then go up to the next note, and you kind of do the same thing again. This is a little bit of a hybrid hexachord at this point. Like I said, we're using the 7th of both harmonic minor and natural minor, so we do get an extra note out of it. It's kind of an 8-note octave. Okay, so this is the part I was saying is really convenient because you're kind of at the same frets on the 1st and 2nd string, and then as you slide down, you're at the same frets on the 2nd and 3rd string. Okay, so after that last phrase, at a slower pace, it sounds a little bit more weird, but when you're just flying through it, you don't even notice it, and it just kind of all blends together in a minor kind of sounding way. What's kind of cool is after that last phrase, I'm back at the note I started at in the next octave. So it's just 2 phrases that alternate every other octave, or every half octave, really. Slide, go back up. Here's where you have to kind of reach out an extra fret to get that same shape. Slide. I'm doing it a little bit different here just to kind of get my hand available for what I do at the very end, but I kind of come back up this set of 3 notes there, the 6th, 7th, and 9th fret, because I'm going to start again right now, and I'm actually going to do a pattern that's basically 2 sets of 6 and 1 set of 4, and it's basically overlapping hexachords. And I just basically, this is the 5 of the scale, and I just do harmonic minor at this point. I restart that string, and then I add a quick 4 using a turn. Okay, so that's the ending. It has nothing to do with the rest of it, but I just felt like it fit, and it kind of worked. Alright, so again, that's why you're going to need a 7-string for this. Although you don't need the 7-string to use this pattern in a more limited way that doesn't span all 7 strings, right? So let's go through it one more time, more slowly than the first time. Alright, you give it a try. I'll see you again tomorrow.